I want you to indicate in the comment section two things that come to your mind when you hear the word or imagine the action of public speaking. You most likely would think speaking with an accent, exaggerated demonstrations, fantasies, stories that have never been heard or told. As I would always say, impactful communication and public speaking, by extension, potato, potato, first starts with intelligent thinking. If you thought that public speaking and impactful communication starts at having an accent and ends at an exaggerated body language with a delivery that commands a standing ovation, I beg your pardon, and a resounding applause, you are very far from the truth. Public speaking starts with intelligent thinking. And in the mix, there is human relations, which is the bane of today's video, human relations. It is very important that you relate with the emotions and the feelings of the people that you communicate with, or the people you communicate with, or the people you are trying to get to participate in an activity which you're steering. This video will come in handy for red carpet hosts and MCs. Human relations is an important, crucial, necessary aspect of public speaking that many people neglect. If you're able to talk without first establishing an emotional connection with whomever you're speaking, your communication is in vain. I recently volunteered at an event as a content creator. My job description was to cover the event as much as I could, capture every moment on camera, and edit the videos. One of my job descriptions as well was to interview people, to create content, have recruit people to create content, to participate in content creation. One of which, or the first point, the starting point of all of that was reaching out to these very people and getting them on board. As a red carpet host, I can tell you it is a necessary tool, weapon to have in your arsenal. Human relations, how you smile, how warm you are, your reception of the guest, your approach, your language, your body language, your tone, and your choice of words. Back to the event I hosted, I was to get people on board for content. Many people had already sat in the hall, one of which was Lemmy, whose video you will watch. Lemmy was in the company of his friends. I saw him go into the hall and sit at a corner. Is it at or in? Sit in a corner of the hall. And I approached him. As I walked towards him, I had a smile on my face, and he already gave a look as if to say, I know this lady is coming for one purpose. She's with a camera and a microphone, and she would want me to appear in front of a camera. And I walked over to where he sat with a smile on my face and said, Good evening, gentlemen. You look like you have the answers to the questions that I'm going to ask you. It'll only take 10 seconds, no more, no less. That was the icebreaker. I said it with a smile on my face, with assurance. You could hear the assurance in my voice, and with confidence. A smile, assurance, and confidence. The trick to getting people on board or to relating and appealing to the emotions of whomever you're speaking with is to make them the center of attraction. Put the spotlight on them. Don't say, Oh, hi, my name is such and such. It's good to introduce yourself, But don't go around making yourself the star of the show as if to say, oh, I would like you to feature in my content. I would like if you answered a few questions. Nope. Human beings are quite egocentric. When you praise me, you shower praises on me, you eulogize me, especially at Yoruba weddings or Owambes in general. I would want to spray money. I would want to dip my hand in my purse and give you something. So make it about them. Lemmy at first was hesitant, but I stood my ground and insisted kindly, politely, yet firmly that he should come on board. His friends were seated next to him. Although the other two were not as enthusiastic, they came on board as a result of my persuasion of one of their friend, of one person. This brings me to an important point. You will interact in life and on stage as a public speaker with three categories of people: the interested ones, the uninterested ones, and the not so interested ones. The not so interested ones are in the middle ground. They're not overtly interested or overtly uninterested. They just need a little push, a little incentive. So, Lemmy is an example. Also, in relating with people in this wise, as I said, this will come in handy for red carpet hosts and MCs. Ensure that you debrief the person you're speaking with, whom you want to get something done. Do not catch them by surprise unless it is necessary. And that the exception to the general rule is if you want to get a certain reaction from them that is authentic and unplanned. Let's take a look at case study number 2. As you can see in the first video of this beautiful lady here, she was shy. Her body language indicated that she was shy. Her tone of voice and her enthusiasm were pretty low, obviously low. But the after video shows a change, a switch in all the three things I previously mentioned: enthusiasm, body language, and tone of voice. What did I do? I'll tell you after you watch the video.
My name is Ella, and this is me before not a concert. Let's go. Hi, my name is Ella, and this is me before not a concert.
I simply asked her what her dream car is. Asking questions like this, as I said earlier, puts that person in a relaxed mode where they're able to relax their shoulders, put their brain to work, not in a tasking way, but in a way that supports their dream and fantasy. Then I said, imagine yourself riding this car in your preferred color. I described the ambience, the mood, and immediately my magic worked. She was more relaxed and enthusiastic about participating in this content. What you want to do when communicating, when relating with whomever you're speaking with, is to douse tension, to reduce tension, not just to liven the atmosphere, but to entreat the person to come, to feel at ease and at home. You don't start a conversation from a serious subject. This will come in handy not just for red carpet hosts or MCs, but a person who's looking to be a better communicator. Case in point, another video. I had never met any of these people up until that very day. Ever met them. But because of this skill that I employed, this tactic that I employed, I was able to worm my way into their hearts. Humor is a great place to start. Observational humor is a great way to start. A meme, a trending sound, a trending video, reenact it. Just trying to enjoy.
You guys, I'm shy.
Identified as Amos Edos Osamujami, a member of a one-man gang. And until my next video, I truly hope that you found this video helpful. Comment your questions, your concerns, your observations, if you don't mind. I would love to read from you. And until my next video, think intelligently, articulate eloquently, and communicate with impact.